2 of my clients just lost 50 pounds. Yes, you heard that right. 50 pounds in 60 days. Here's how you can do it too.
Hey guys, my name is Michelle, Anita, Sarah, Peyton, Talia, Jazz, Marquita.
I'm a physique.
Product. Period. You love to see.
Y'all already know what this is. It is Trehunna from Physique Set, and yes, you heard that right. 2 separate clients just lost 50 pounds in 60 days. One actually lost 58 pounds, and the other one lost 60 pounds in under 60 days. I'm explaining to you exactly how they were able to make this happen. Before you start writing everything down and get your pad and paper out, I want you to understand this. I do not recommend this. Period. Yes, I am a nutritionist, and yes, I love to get some results that can possibly go viral. But when it's all said and done, I care about sustainable results. I don't care about quick results. And the main reason why is because a lot of people who is following a crash diet, these are the people who gain all that weight back plus some. Shows like The Biggest Loser. If you actually do your research, 95% of these people gain that weight back plus some. So yeah, they lost about 50 to 60 pounds in about 2 to 3 months, but they gained it all back. Now, these women in particular that I'm referring to, they didn't gain the weight back, but they were so driven and so motivated to lose this weight that they was willing to do whatever it takes. And they was doing everything I was saying to the T for this to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking down exactly what they had to do. So hopefully, even if you only get half the results, you still lost 30 pounds in 60 days, like majority of my clients actually do. First things first, let's talk about client A. Client A was somebody who was trying to get ready for a wedding. She was the maid of honor, and she wanted to look right, and she was trying to lose weight all throughout the year, but she was unable to keep it off. I want to be on the rapid fat loss protocol. So once she told me that, I was like, okay, we can make it happen. We can try to do whatever it takes, but you can expect to lose at least 36 to at least 40 pounds in 2 months, right? And believe it or not, when we came to the conclusion she lost that 58 pounds, I was like, I don't even know how the hell this happened. But once I break everything down to you, it's gonna make perfect sense. If you want to lose weight fast, and you want to make sure that you're keeping as much muscle on your body, you need to be in some form of ketosis. Yes, so now my program is not a keto program, right? I just make your body induce ketosis. Why? BHB, which stands for beta hydroxybutyrate, is ketones, long story short. And what these do, when your glucose levels is so low in your body starts to produce ketones because your brain and all your tissues still need some form of fuel. Now, what happens when you're in ketosis, your body starts to liberate a little bit more body fat because glucagon is being released in your body, and now your body is able to convert this fatty acids into actual fuel. Long story short, when you are in ketosis, your body is actually using body fat instead of the food that you're giving it on a daily basis. The main benefits of ketosis, by the way, is gonna help you think straight. You're gonna have more mental acuity. You're gonna have better cognitive function. You're gonna have better focus. But not only for the mental, you're also going to liberate more body fat, and also you're gonna reduce inflammation. So if you're reducing inflammation in your body, then guess what? Not only are you gonna heal faster, but you're also gonna retain less water. That's why a lot of people that's in ketosis, they notice that they don't have a lot of weight fluctuations because they're retaining less water naturally, not because the lack amount of carbs that they're eating on a daily basis. Yeah, that plays a factor, but also because when your body is inflamed, it also retains a little bit more water. We all know the main benefit of ketosis is going to help your body lose more weight day to day, because what's going to happen is instead of your body relying on you for energy exogenously, your body's going to start receiving energy endogenously through its own reserves. Your body can only be in this ketogenic state or in a state of ketosis if you train your body to do so. And the way to train your body to do so is some form of intermittent fasting, or you following a ketogenic diet through a 48-hour fast. After she did this 48-hour fast, you can't just break your fast willy-nilly. You can't just go and say,
oh, well, I went 2 days without food. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to Chick-fil-A, or I'm gonna go to McDonald's.
No. I make my clients, just to let y'all know, eat eggs or salmon throughout the whole entire day to break their fast. Why? Because I already know majority of people never did a 48-hour fast a day in their life. Which means what? we're fixing your overall relationship with food. And because we're focusing on fixing your relationship with food in general, I already know that because you're telling yourself,
Hey, I went a whole day without food.
you're naturally want to gravitate to some of the bad foods. You're going to want to gravitate to some of the fries. If I told you, hey, you can break your fast with anything. In order for you to break your fast, if you're doing the exact same protocol I have my client on, you're going to do a 48-hour fast, and you're not going to just drink spring water. You need to drink alkaline water, water with electrolytes. Because when you start getting hungry, when you start getting irritable, and you want to punch somebody in the face, that's your body letting you know that, hey, we're being deficient from electrolytes. We just so happen to get majority of our electrolytes from food. So you do not want to do a fast with just doing regular spring water. You need to do a fast with what I prefer, Essentia or Smart Water. After the fast was over, you have two different ways to really start seeing the scale drop. You can either move your body more or you can eat less. Now, ironically, I do not tell my clients to eat less. I don't want you to do that. What I tell my clients to do is eat in a 6-hour window. Yes, a 6-hour window. Why? If you're doing a 6-hour window opposed to an 8-hour window, you're giving your body more time to burn its own source of fat. It's really that simple. Every single time you put a calorie in your mouth, you're telling your body in real time, I want you to stop burning this body fat, burn this. So burn these almonds, burn these berries, burn these Doritos. So if you do less of this, your body has no choice. It's gonna start running off its reserves, which is the body fat, and that's what you're trying to lose in the first place. Even though I make my clients follow more of a 6-hour window, I do this because I already know that when you have a hiccup here and there, you're really gonna do an 8-hour window. Opposed to me telling you to do an 8-hour window and then you're really doing a 10-hour window. Because you're sneaking little things here and there. But what I want you to also do is eat a gram of protein per your body weight. So this was a woman who was 168 pounds. So what I was telling her to do is make sure you have at least 2 meals a day with a snack, a protein-based snack, but every single meal had to eclipse around 40 to 50 grams of protein. So what does that look like? That looks like a chicken breast and about 10 to 12 shrimps. Or you go to Chipotle, get a Chipotle bowl, get 2 scoops of chicken, that's already about 50 to 60 grams of protein. Now what she chose to do, she chose to go to Chipotle almost every single day, get 2 to 3 scoops of chicken. She got no beans, she got no rice, but she chose to have every single vegetable down the line. So she had the fajita peppers, she had the tomatoes, and everything else. Why she chose not to have the rice and the beans? Because these are more starchy carbs. And a starchy carb means it is so calorically dense and it got a lot of glucose in it that when your body receives this glucose, it has to immediately shunt itself from burning body fat and it clear out the glucose in the bloodstream. The more carbs you have in the day, that's gonna help your body start storing energy. So if you are storing energy, guess what you're not doing? You're not burning energy. Does that make sense? She had more protein-based foods and she made sure majority of her calories came from protein opposed to carbs. Now keep in mind, she wasn't counting calories. She just made sure that she was eating enough protein throughout the day. That way your body is going to preserve muscle. One other perk of ketosis, it is naturally muscle sparing. So your body is naturally not going to want to burn a lot of muscle if you're in ketosis. But if you're in a caloric deficit and you're just eating a whole lot of whatever you want and you're just counting calories, but you're not eating an adequate amount of protein, not only your body's going to burn some fat, but it's also going to burn some muscle. So on an average day, she was hitting about 130 to 150 grams of protein. 2, instead of her choosing, life is all about choices, to have a cheat meal and get a little bit more lackadaisical over the course of the weekend, guess what she did not do? She stayed on course. Now the average women on my program lose 30 plus pounds a month because every single weekend they're going out to events, hanging out with their family, they're living their best life, and they're having a little bit more fun. They're having drinks, they're having margaritas, they're having that queso and chips, they're having that breadsticks at Olive Garden, etc. So they're losing about 4 pounds a week because they do amazing Monday through Saturday, and I allow my clients to have one cheat day, if not a cheat meal. So the more you cheat, the more steps you're taking back. So if you taking 5 steps forward just to take 2 steps back over the course of the weekend, you are netting 3 pounds a week, right? Now my clients on average, they're taking about 6 steps forward just to gain about 2 pounds back over the course of the weekend. So they're losing about 16 to 18 pounds a month. What she was doing, I can't do it, but she went a full 60 days without not one cheat. But that's why she is different, and that's why she eclipsed 50 pounds opposed to somebody losing 30 pounds. Because she is more consistent. Those half a pounds and a pounds add up so much to the point she lost 50, opposed to somebody losing 5 to 6 pounds over the course of Monday to Friday because they're killing themselves, but they're getting 2 pounds back every single weekend. So the more consistent you are, the faster you can expect your results. Think about the childhood story we all grew up on, the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise won, even though the hare was beating him by a long shot in the beginning. Why? Because the hare stopped. And that's what a lot of people do over the course of the weekend. So if you're really trying to lose weight rapidly, it's not going to be really your food choices day to day. It's all going to be about what you're doing on the weekend when you are relaxing, sitting back, living your best life. Over the course of the weekend, she stayed on course. She did not have one cheat meal. And when I'm talking about cheat meal, I'm not talking about she had some ice cream here and there, yeah. She had some rice and beans here and there, yeah. She had some potatoes and fries here and there, yeah. She just didn't do it all day long. That's the difference between a cheat meal and a cheat day. She did an hour walk in the morning, around 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock before she went to work, and did another hour walk 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. The reason why that is important because walking is an aerobic exercise, which means with oxygen. So because she chose to walk and because she eclipsed over 10 to 15,000 steps a day, she is literally a fat burning machine. And when your body is walking, your body prioritizes using fat as its main source of fuel. But she chose to do this every single day for 60 days. So as you can see, these little things that she chose to do accrue to a big result. So she chose to eat 0.7 to a gram of protein every single day per body weight. She did a 2-hour walk, and no, she didn't have a weight vest on. No, she didn't have the Missy Elliott trash bag on. No, she didn't have ankle weights on. She just chose to go for a leisure walk for 2 hours, which means she got her step count up. 3, she also wasn't cheating over the course of the weekend. Because she was being very active, she was tired during the day, which means what? She got adequate amount of sleep. Every single night she got 7 to 8 hours of sleep. On an average day, she ate Chipotle, and later at night she ate something like salmon and broccoli or zoodles, right? So she had like a salmon pasta, right? She was having salmon and asparagus. So as you can see, because she had something that was working for her, she didn't switch it up. Now, a lot of people's not able to do that. I have to eat something different every 2 days, at least. She kind of ate the exact same thing. She had Chipotle every single day. And her last meal, that was the one she switched up a little bit. And because she was only having green vegetables, some tomatoes here and there, complex carbs, she was actually seeing the scale drop more. Notice how I did not say anything about her having anything man-made. She didn't have nothing man-made for the 60 days. She didn't have no Kind bars, no Quest cookies, no protein chips, no ice cream, nothing. She had nothing but whole foods for 60 days. And that's why she was able to lose 58 pounds in 60 days. Now the other client basically followed the exact same protocol. She walked every single day. She got 0.7 to a gram of protein every single day. The only thing she did different was what? I just told y'all what people usually do on the weekends. They usually live their best life. What she chose to do, because every single Saturday and Sunday she worked a double shift and she worked overnight. And she knew that hospital food was trash. She was an overnight nurse, by the way. She chose, which I didn't give her the idea, she chose to do a 48-hour fast every single weekend. That means what? That means if she lost 4 pounds from Monday through Friday, every single weekend she chose, I didn't give her the idea, by the way, from Saturday to Sunday she did a 48-hour fast. Why do fasting works in the first place? Because you're not putting no fuel in your body has to burn more of this. Now your body usually burns up to 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day. So every single day you choose to fast, you're basically losing a pound of fat a day, especially if you're doing it correctly. But also she was on her feet because she's an overnight nurse. So she was still moving around, but she was just fasting. And because she was in ketosis, she wasn't feeling deprived and she didn't feel like she was hungry because her body was running off an endogenous source of fuel, which is body fat. So as you can see, these little things add up. But they both had that dog in them. They wanted to do this. I didn't force them to do this. And because they chose to do these little decisions every single day, one chose to move her body a little bit more. She did 2-hour walks every single day. The other one chose to just do a regular routine Eat nothing man-made, eat more protein, more carbs coming from vegetables, and a 48-hour fast every single weekend for 60 days. They lost 50 plus pounds in 60 days. One lost 60 pounds in 60 days. One lost 58 pounds in 60 days. Hopefully this video gives you some insight on how you can lose weight. But if you don't have the mental aptitude to do this, do not expect these results. Out of 6,000 clients that I work with, I was successful with over 5,000 transformations. Only 4 women I ever worked with in life was able to lose 50 plus pounds in 60 days. But every single last woman had such a drive, something motivating, a burning desire that they was like,
Bro, I'll do whatever it takes for me to lose this weight.
that they was doing a little bit more than the average person. They was walking a little bit more than the average person. They was fasting a little bit more than the average person. And ironically, because they were so motivated, they got better results than the average person. Double the results at that, okay? If you're somebody that's like, you know what? You know, I don't have to lose 50 pounds, but I would love to lose 30 pounds at least in 60 days. Then I will let you know my program, the average woman on my program lose 36 pounds in 60 days. All I want you to do, if you're interested, I want you to go on my Instagram, the link is in my description, and actually comment me 60 days. And if you do that, I'm gonna give you my protocol so you can start your reset journey tomorrow. That way we can start hitting the ground running. And you're gonna see that, wow, I was finally able to lose this fat, not weight, that's never gonna come back, all because I finally came across the right information and the right knowledge. And not only that, I got somebody to hold me accountable. This video is just information on how my clients lost this weight. I don't want you to think that you're gonna be able to do this unless you got that dog in you. Like they had a dog in them, they had that Kobe gene in them. I don't even got that in me. I'm a little bit off too. So hopefully you can take some of the tools that I taught to these 2 women and apply it for yourself. And if you just want a coach and you need somebody to hold you accountable, I'm here for you. Once again, just hit the link in my description and direct message me 60 days. That'll be your reset tip of the day that's gonna help you stay snatched all the time. During the summertime, hopefully you can be my next client that lose 50 pounds in 60 days. I don't know, we'll see, okay? Talk to you soon.